Hey guys, it's Kevin here. I thought I would show you guys how to do a Shoryuken, or multiple ways how to do a Shoryuken and how to cancel things into Shoryuken. A lot of people may not know this about me, but I struggled a lot on how to do a Shoryuken, and I'm sure people can relate to this problem when it comes to doing a Shoryuken. But no worries, I'll show you how to do one. So, if we were to go to the command list for Ryu and the rest of the Shoto characters, you will see that this Shoryuken requires a Z motion input. Z motion and punch. The common misconception is that you actually need to do like an actual zigzag line motion to do a Shoryuken, but it's nothing like that. To do a Shoryuken, there's actually 3 ways. At least ever since Street Fighter 4, and that also applies to Street Fighter 5. The first one is actually following the motion, not the Z motion, but you are going to the right, and then you quarter circle down, and then quarter circle back forward into the punch. So if you do that a little faster, there you go. And there you go. So, that's one way of doing it. Another way is like a crouching variation. Is basically you double tap down forward and then do a Shoryuken. So double tap down forward into a punch. There you go. This is pretty good, especially if your opponent is like jumping towards you. It's like if you're not fast enough doing the regular standard motion input, you could just crouch twice and you'll be able to get it out. Crouch down forward twice, that is. The last way to do it is actually the one I do all the time. A lot of people know how to do a Shoryuken. Quarter circle forward punch. Medium and heavy variation. This method is kind of like the Hadouken motion, but instead of doing the Hadouken motion first you go right, or you go towards your opponent, and then quickly do the Hadouken motion. So you go forward and then Hadouken. Forward Hadouken. If you do it faster, you'll be able to get it down again. Now, how does this play into canceling? A lot of people, they do a lot of weird stuff. They go boom, 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 and then all that stuff. Boom, boom, all that crap. But one thing you always see is that they cancel an attack into a Shoryuken, kind of like this. Or maybe if I could do something like this. How do they do that? They can also do this. Oops. Something like that. So how do they do that? Well, here's the simple way of doing it. If you don't see the pattern, I'm doing crouching attacks into a Shoryuken. There's actually a thing that you can do. Of course, there's other things you can do. You don't have to do a crouching and cancel it into Shoryuken. You could do a standing attack into a Shoryuken. But let's focus on the crouching attacks in Shoryuken. For crouching attacks, let's say you're moving forward towards your opponent. If you want to cancel a crouching attack into a Shoryuken, here's what I want you to do. I want you to circle down forward, to quarter circle down forward as you're moving to the right. When you do that, at the same time as you're circling downwards, hit an attack, hit a crouching attack. And then right after that, circle back up to the right to do the Hadouken motion. So it's kind of like that. That's how people are able to do a lot of frame links into cancelable Shoryukens. That's why I was able to do the solar flex punch right here. And then after I do the solar flex punch, I would frame link into a crouching heavy punch and cancel it into a heavy Shoryuken. But we could go even further than this. How about something like this? Oops, let's try again. Like that. How the hell do I do that? I just cancel a Shoryuken. I just cancel a crouching punch into a Shoryuken into a super move. Here's the thing. First, you gotta learn how to do the super move. In Ryu's case, you have to do 2 Hadoken motion inputs. Meaning you just do... So if you do it fast enough... He also has his V-trigger variation. And there we go. So how do I do that? How do I cancel the Shoryuken into the super move? It's kind of the same principle as that I taught you with the crouching attack into Shoryuken. You know, you circle down, and as you come down, you attack. And as you circle back up, Shoryuken. When you do a Shoryuken, after you do a Shoryuken, right when the Shoryuken comes out and hits your opponent, do another quarter circle forward motion, like another Hadoken motion. So it's Shoryuken, Hadoken motion into a punch. So you put that all together. Let's actually what is it? Key display. So it's, see that? Now I'm gonna try to do the super. Kind of like that. And if you're having trouble in Street Fighter V, it's relatively easy to get out of super. If you just do a circle motion multiple times and just mash the attack button. So you could just do that. See that? You could do it the normal way as well. As you can see in the arrows, my last input was up. Don't focus, when it comes to Street Fighter V, don't focus on going like to the right, like this. Focus on circling all the way, just to make sure that motion input comes out. And there you have it. That's how you do a Shoryuken. Cancel attacks into Shoryuken, and cancel your Shoryuken into a super. Here's with that in mind, here's one thing you could do to I guess improve. And there's so many things you could do with this kind of knowledge, and here's one of those things. Let's say I counter someone, right? Let's go back. Say I counter someone. After I counter, I could cancel into that. We could do something like that, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty much the gist of this video. Just a simple tutorial on how to do a Shoryuken. Once you get it down, you realize Shoryuken is actually pretty easy to do, and you just got to practice it more often. As you can see, I'm only a Super Bronze, and I know how to do a Shoryuken. But then again, I've been playing Street Fighter for a while, so I love playing Street Fighter games, but that doesn't mean I'm always good at those games. But you can be good at these games, and it takes just tiny baby steps. And one of those steps is probably learning how to do a Shoryuken. Thanks for watching.